The Art of Communication Mastery. Summary of the book. Published by Audiobooks HUB. Introduction. Why communication is your superpower. Imagine walking into a room and instantly commanding attention. People listen when you speak. Your words inspire action, build trust, and create deep connections. This isn't magic, it's the power of effective communication. Think about the most successful people in any field. Leaders, entrepreneurs, and influencers all share one thing in common: they are master communicators. They don't just talk, they persuade, connect, and inspire. In contrast, poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, lost opportunities, and even broken relationships. Most people assume that communication is just about words. But real mastery involves much more: your tone, body language, timing, and the way you make others feel. The good news: this skill isn't something you're born with, it's something you can learn. This book is a practical guide, a shortcut to mastering communication. It's not filled with unnecessary theory but packed with actionable strategies you can apply immediately. You'll learn how to speak confidently and clearly so people listen. The secrets of persuasive communication that make others agree with you. How to read people's emotions and respond effectively. The power of nonverbal communication and how to use it to your advantage. How to become a master conversationalist, making every interaction meaningful. Whether you want to excel in business, improve your relationships, or simply be more charismatic, the skills in this book will transform the way you interact with the world. Are you ready to unlock your full communication potential? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Foundations of Powerful Communication. What makes a great communicator? Great communicators are not just those who speak well. They are those who listen actively, express their thoughts clearly, and adapt to different social situations. Communication is not about impressing others with big words but about making people feel understood and engaged. To become a master communicator, you must develop 3 core skills. Clarity. People should immediately understand what you mean. No unnecessary complexity. Confidence. When you speak with conviction, others take you seriously. Connection. Communication is a two-way street. It's about building rapport and trust. The biggest communication mistakes. Before we improve your skills, let's first address common mistakes that hold most people back. Talking too much. Great communicators know when to speak and when to listen. Lack of focus. Rambling confuses people. Get to the point. Not paying attention to body language. Your words may be strong, but if your posture and expressions say otherwise, people won't believe you. Fear of silence. Many people rush to fill pauses, but silence can be powerful. The golden rule of communication. If you take only one thing from this chapter, let it be this: it's not about you, it's about them. The best communicators focus on the other person's perspective, emotions, and needs. They don't just talk to be heard, they talk to create understanding. Quick exercise. Next time you have a conversation, ask yourself, am I making this about me, or am I truly engaged in what the other person is saying? Try shifting your focus completely to the other person and see how they respond. Mastering communication starts with these basics. Chapter 2. The Power of Active Listening. Why listening is more important than speaking. Most people believe that great communication is about speaking well. But in reality, the most influential communicators are also the best listeners. Why? Because people don't want to just hear your words, they want to feel heard. Listening builds trust, strengthens relationships, and gives you valuable insights. When you truly listen, people respect you more, and your words carry greater weight when you finally speak. The difference between hearing and active listening. Hearing is passive. You hear sounds, but you don't necessarily process them. Active listening, on the other hand, requires focus and engagement. It involves giving full attention, no distractions, no checking your phone, reading between the lines. Not just the words, but also tone, emotions, and body language. Responding thoughtfully. Showing that you truly understand. Common listening mistakes. Most people think they listen well, but they actually don't. Here's what usually goes wrong. Thinking about what to say next instead of focusing on the speaker. Interrupting or finishing the other person's sentences. Listening to reply instead of listening to understand. Being distracted by your own thoughts or external things. Techniques to become an exceptional listener. Use the pause before responding rule. After someone finishes speaking, pause for 2 seconds before responding. This shows that you're processing their words instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. Paraphrase and reflect. Repeat what they said in your own words. Example: so what you're saying is, this confirms your understanding and makes the other person feel truly heard. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage deeper conversation with questions like, how did that make you feel, instead of, was that good? Maintain eye contact and use nonverbal cues. Nod occasionally, lean slightly forward, and show interest through your facial expressions. Quick exercise. The next time you have a conversation, challenge yourself to not talk about yourself at all. Focus entirely on the other person. Ask questions. Listen deeply. Notice how they react and how much more engaging the conversation becomes. Mastering listening will instantly make you a better communicator. Chapter 3. How to speak with confidence and clarity. Why confidence is the key to influence. People listen to those who speak with certainty. Confidence makes your words more persuasive and your presence more commanding. But confidence in communication isn't about arrogance, it's about believing in what you say and delivering it with conviction. When you lack confidence, people sense hesitation, and your message loses power. But when you speak with certainty, people naturally pay attention and respect your words. The science of a confident voice. A confident voice isn't necessarily loud, it's controlled, steady, and clear. Here's what makes a voice powerful. Pace. Speaking too fast makes you seem nervous. Slow down and add pauses. Tone. A deeper, well-modulated voice is perceived as more authoritative. Volume. Speak loud enough to be heard, but without shouting. Clarity. Avoid mumbling or filler words like, and, you know. How to eliminate weak speech habits. Certain habits make you sound uncertain or unconvincing. Here's how to fix them. Avoid upspeak. This is when every sentence sounds like a question. It makes you seem unsure. Speak in statements, not questions. Stop apologizing unnecessarily. Saying, sorry, too often weakens your message. Replace, sorry, but I think, with, I believe. Cut out filler words. Instead of, I just wanted to say, pause and start with confidence, I want to say. The power of the pause. Silence is a secret weapon in communication. Many people fear pauses, but skilled speakers use them to create impact. A well-placed pause gives you time to think. Emphasizes important points. Makes you sound more confident. Try this: next time you speak, add a 2-second pause before making an important point. Notice how much more powerful your words become. Exercises to boost your speaking confidence. Record yourself speaking. Listen for weaknesses and refine your tone, pace, and clarity. Practice power posing. Stand tall, shoulders back, and take a deep breath before speaking. This physically boosts confidence. Use the TED Talk technique. Watch TED speakers and mimic their style, controlled pace, strong pauses, and clear articulation. Quick exercise. For the next 24 hours, eliminate filler words from your speech. Replace weak phrases like, I think, with stronger ones like, I know. Once you master speaking with confidence, your words will have a greater impact. Chapter 4. How to make every conversation engaging and memorable. Why some conversations are forgettable and others stick. Think about the most engaging person you know. What makes talking to them enjoyable? They probably make you feel valued, keep the conversation flowing effortlessly, and leave you feeling energized. Now, think about a boring or awkward conversation. What made it uncomfortable? Likely, it was filled with dull small talk, one-sided dialogue, or awkward silences. Great conversations don't happen by chance, they follow specific principles that make them engaging, enjoyable, and memorable. The 3 golden rules of great conversations. Be genuinely interested in the other person. If you focus on making them feel interesting, they'll enjoy talking to you. Make the conversation a two-way street. No one enjoys a monologue. Balance talking and listening. Create emotional engagement. People don't remember facts, they remember how you made them feel. How to keep any conversation flowing. One of the biggest fears people have is running out of things to say. Here are 3 techniques to keep the dialogue alive. The echo technique. Repeat the last few words the other person said as a question. Example. Them, I just got back from Japan. You, Japan. That sounds amazing. What was the best part of your trip? The curiosity loop. Ask open-ended questions that encourage storytelling. Instead of, did you like it? Ask, what was the most surprising thing about it? The 80-20 rule. Let the other person talk 80% of the time while you guide the conversation with 20% well-placed questions and comments. The art of storytelling in conversations. Facts are forgettable. Stories are memorable. If you want to leave an impression, tell engaging stories that have a clear beginning, middle, and end. Include a little humor, suspense, or emotion. Are short and relevant to the conversation. Example, instead of saying, I had a bad flight, say, my flight was delayed, and then when I finally got on board, a toddler next to me threw juice all over my laptop. But the flight attendant saved the day by giving me free snacks for the entire trip. How to make others enjoy talking to you. If you want people to enjoy conversations with you, follow these simple tricks. Use their name. People love hearing their own name, it makes the interaction feel personal. Match their energy level. If they're excited, show enthusiasm. If they're calm, don't overwhelm them. Sprinkle in humor. A well-placed joke or light-hearted comment makes the conversation fun. Quick exercise. For the next 3 conversations you have, try this. Use the echo technique once. Ask an open-ended question that encourages storytelling. Share a short, engaging story instead of just facts. Once you master making conversations engaging, people will love talking to you. Chapter 5. Mastering body language for stronger communication. Why body language matters more than words. Studies show that over 70% of communication is nonverbal. Before you even say a word, people form an impression based on your posture, facial expressions, and gestures. If your words and body language don't match, people trust what they see more than what they hear. Want to appear more confident, trustworthy, and engaging? Mastering body language is the key. The essentials of confident body language. People instantly judge confidence based on posture and movement. Here's how to project confidence even before you speak. Stand tall with an open posture. Keep your shoulders back, chin slightly up, and feet firmly planted. Avoid slouching, it signals insecurity. Maintain eye contact, but don't overdo it. Looking away too often makes you seem nervous. Hold eye contact for about 60 to 70% of the conversation for the perfect balance. Use purposeful gestures. Hand movements should complement your words. Avoid fidgeting, crossing your arms, or touching your face too much. How to make people feel comfortable around you. Great communicators don't just appear confident, they make others feel at ease. Here's how. Mirror their body language. Subtly matching their posture and gestures creates an instant feeling of connection. Nod while listening. A simple nod shows engagement and encourages the speaker to continue. Keep your hands visible. Hiding your hands, in pockets or under a table, can make you seem untrustworthy. Open palms signal honesty. The power of facial expressions. Your face reveals more than your words ever can. A few key tips. Smile genuinely. A real smile, one that reaches your eyes, makes you appear approachable and warm. Relax your facial muscles. Tension in your jaw or eyebrows makes you look stressed, even if you're not. Raise your eyebrows slightly when listening. This subtly shows interest and makes the speaker feel heard. How to use body language to influence others. Want to be more persuasive? Use these nonverbal tricks. Lean in slightly. This signals engagement and encourages openness. Slow down your movements. Quick, jerky gestures make you seem anxious, while controlled movements show confidence. Use steepling for authority. Touching your fingertips together in a pyramid shape subconsciously signals power and control. Quick exercise. For the next 24 hours, focus on maintaining strong posture in every conversation. Holding eye contact for at least 3 seconds before looking away. Observing how others use body language and mirroring subtle positive gestures. Mastering body language will instantly make you a more powerful communicator. Chapter 6. How to handle difficult conversations with ease. Why difficult conversations are unavoidable. At some point, you'll face situations where you need to deliver bad news, resolve conflicts, or address uncomfortable topics. Most people either avoid these conversations, which makes things worse, or handle them poorly, which creates tension. The secret to handling difficult conversations isn't about avoiding conflict, it's about approaching them with confidence, empathy, and control. The mindset shift, from confrontation to resolution. Many people fear difficult conversations because they see them as fights rather than opportunities for understanding. Instead of thinking, "This will be uncomfortable," shift your mindset to, "This is a chance to find a solution. I will listen to understand, not just to respond." Even if we disagree, we can still communicate with respect. The 4-step formula for navigating difficult conversations. Whenever you need to handle a tough discussion, follow this simple framework. Start with empathy. Acknowledge the other person's feelings before stating your point. Example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," say, "I understand you have a lot on your mind, but I feel unheard when." State the facts clearly and calmly. Keep emotions in check and focus on facts, not accusations. Example, instead of saying, "You're always late," say, "I noticed you've arrived late 3 times this week. What's going on?" Offer a solution, not just a complaint. Instead of focusing on the problem, propose a way forward. Example, how can we make sure this doesn't happen again? End on a positive note. Reinforce that your goal is mutual understanding and respect. Example, I appreciate you taking the time to talk about this with me. How to stay calm under pressure. Difficult conversations can get heated, but staying calm gives you control. Here's how. Take a deep breath before responding. It prevents impulsive reactions. Lower your voice instead of raising it. A calm tone naturally de-escalates tension. Pause before responding. A short silence makes you seem composed and thoughtful. Common mistakes that make difficult conversations worse. Avoid these traps that escalate conflict. Blaming and accusing. Instead of, "You always do this," say, "I feel frustrated when." Interrupting. Let the other person finish before responding. Bringing up old issues. Stay focused on the current situation. Quick exercise. Think of a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Write down how you can start with empathy. The facts you need to communicate clearly. A possible solution you can suggest. Next time you face a tough discussion, follow this plan. You'll be surprised at how much smoother it goes. Chapter 7. The Art of Persuasion, How to Influence People Effortlessly. Why persuasion is a critical skill. Persuasion isn't about manipulating people, it's about helping them see value in your ideas, requests, or proposals. Whether you're negotiating a raise, convincing a client, or simply getting a friend to agree with you, persuasion is a superpower that can open doors and create opportunities. The good news. Persuasion is a skill anyone can learn. The 3 pillars of persuasion. Every great persuader relies on 3 key elements, first outlined by Aristotle. Ethos, credibility. People trust those who seem knowledgeable and reliable. How to build it. Speak with confidence, back up claims with facts, and demonstrate integrity. Pathos, emotion. People make decisions based on feelings, not just logic. How to use it. Tell stories, show empathy, and tap into what matters most to your audience. Logos, logic. A persuasive argument must make sense. How to structure it. Use clear reasoning, data, and step-by-step explanations. How to make people say, yes, more often. Psychologist Robert Cialdini identified 6 principles of influence that make people more likely to agree with you. Reciprocity. People feel obligated to return favors. Give value first, help someone, offer a small gift, or share useful advice before making a request. Scarcity. People want what's rare or limited. Highlight what's special about your offer. This opportunity won't last forever. Authority. People respect experts. Show expertise through credentials, experience, or knowledge. Consistency. People like to stay true to their commitments. Get small agreements first. Would you be open to considering this? Liking. People are persuaded by those they like. Build rapport, find common ground, and be genuinely friendly. Social proof. People follow the crowd. Show testimonials, case studies, or examples of others who have agreed. The secret power of storytelling in persuasion. Facts tell, but stories sell. Instead of listing reasons why someone should agree with you, tell a short, compelling story that illustrates your point. Example, instead of saying, "This product increases productivity," tell a story. John struggled with distractions until he tried this technique. Now, he finishes tasks in half the time. The number one mistake that kills persuasion. The worst thing you can do when trying to persuade someone. Argue aggressively. Instead of saying, "You're wrong," say, "I see your point, but have you considered this?" Instead of forcing your opinion, guide them to discover the answer themselves. Quick exercise. Think of a situation where you need to persuade someone. Write down your credibility, ethos. Why should they trust you? An emotional angle, pathos. How can you connect with their feelings? A logical argument, logos. What clear facts support your case? Next time you want to influence someone, apply these strategies, and you'll see how effortlessly persuasion can work. Chapter 8. How to be a charismatic speaker that people love listening to. What makes someone charismatic? Have you ever met someone who commands attention the moment they speak? They aren't necessarily the loudest person in the room, but their presence, confidence, and way of speaking make people hang on to their every word. This is charisma, a powerful mix of confidence, warmth, and communication mastery. The good news. Charisma is a skill you can develop. The 3 pillars of charismatic speaking. To become a speaker that captivates, focus on these 3 elements. Presence. Give your full attention to the conversation. Don't fidget, check your phone, or seem distracted. Make eye contact and lean in slightly when listening. Confidence. Speak as if you believe every word you say. Avoid filler words like, and, you know. Speak slowly and clearly, rushed speech makes you seem nervous. Warmth. Make people feel valued. Smile genuinely and use a friendly tone. Show interest in the other person, ask questions and listen actively. The secret to a captivating voice. Your voice is one of the most powerful tools in charisma. Here's how to make it more engaging. Lower your pitch slightly. People perceive deeper voices as more authoritative. Use pauses effectively. Pausing before making a key point adds impact. Vary your tone and speed. A monotone voice kills interest, add energy. How to keep people hooked when you speak. Start with a strong opening. Instead of, "Today I want to talk about," say something intriguing. Imagine if you could get people to listen to you instantly. Use storytelling. People remember stories, not facts. Instead of listing points, share a short, engaging story that illustrates your idea. Ask thought-provoking questions. Example, have you ever wondered why some people get all the attention? End with impact. Instead of, "That's it," say something powerful. Try this technique today and see how people respond differently to you. The biggest mistake that ruins charisma. Trying too hard to impress. Charismatic speakers don't seek approval, they are comfortable being themselves. Instead of forcing confidence, relax, be natural, and focus on making others feel comfortable. Quick exercise. Practice speaking with charisma by recording yourself. Introduce yourself in one powerful sentence, without filler words. Tell a short story in an engaging way. Pause after key points, notice how it adds impact. Now, go try these techniques in real conversations. Chapter 9. The Power of Nonverbal Communication, What Your Body Says Before You Speak. Why nonverbal communication matters. Did you know that over 70% of communication is nonverbal? Before you even say a word, people form an impression based on your body language, facial expressions, and posture. If your words say one thing but your body says another, people will believe your body. Mastering nonverbal communication gives you an unfair advantage in conversations, making you appear more confident, persuasive, and charismatic. The key elements of nonverbal communication. Posture: stand and sit with confidence. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and chest open. Avoid slouching, it signals insecurity. Power pose trick: before an important meeting, stand tall with hands on your hips for 2 minutes. This boosts confidence. Eye contact: the right way to do it. Holding eye contact shows confidence and engagement. The 80-20 rule: maintain eye contact 80% of the time, but break it occasionally to avoid making the other person uncomfortable. Hand gestures: use them to reinforce your message. Open hand gestures make you look approachable. Avoid hiding your hands in pockets, it signals discomfort. The power of mirroring: subtly mimicking the other person's gestures builds rapport. Facial expressions: let your face match your words. A genuine smile makes people trust and like you more. A slightly raised eyebrow can signal curiosity. Avoid nervous tics like biting lips or touching your face too much. Personal space: know the right distance. Standing too close makes people uncomfortable. Ideal distance: about 1.5 to 2 feet for casual conversations, closer for close friends, and farther for strangers. How to read other people's body language. Understanding what others are communicating nonverbally gives you an advantage in any interaction. Look for: crossed arms equals defensive or closed off. Leaning in equals interest and engagement. Feet pointing away equals they want to leave the conversation. Fidgeting equals nervousness or impatience. The number one mistake that weakens your presence. Looking distracted. Checking your phone, looking around the room, or failing to make eye contact signals low confidence or disinterest. Be fully present, it makes you instantly more engaging. Quick exercise. Try this nonverbal confidence hack. Stand in front of a mirror and adopt a powerful stance, straight back, chin slightly up. Practice a confident handshake, firm but not crushing. Record yourself speaking and analyze your gestures and posture. The more aware you become of your body language, the more powerful your communication will be. Chapter 10. Mastering Communication for Life: How to Keep Improving and Stay Unforgettable. Why communication mastery is a lifelong journey. Becoming an exceptional communicator isn't a one-time achievement, it's an ongoing process. The world's greatest speakers, negotiators, and leaders continuously refine their skills. The key to long-term success in communication is consistent practice, feedback, and self-awareness. In this final chapter, you'll learn how to keep improving so that every conversation leaves a lasting impact. The Communication Growth Loop: 3 Steps to Continuous Improvement. Practice in real-life situations. Apply what you've learned every day, whether in casual conversations, meetings, or networking events. Set small goals, like using fewer filler words or making eye contact more often. Challenge: have a meaningful conversation with a stranger today. Get feedback from others. Ask trusted friends or colleagues, how do I come across in conversations? Record yourself speaking and analyze your tone, gestures, and clarity. Join public speaking clubs like Toastmasters for structured feedback. Analyze and adjust. After each important conversation, reflect. What went well? What could be improved? Keep a communication journal to track progress and patterns. How to stay unforgettable in conversations. People will always remember how you made them feel. Here's how to ensure they walk away thinking about you in a positive light. Be genuinely interested in others. Ask open-ended questions and listen actively. Make the other person feel like the most important person in the room. Tell great stories. Keep them concise, engaging, and relatable. Use humor and emotions to make stories more impactful. Leave with a strong closing remark. Instead of saying, "Nice talking to you," say, "I loved this conversation. Let's continue it soon." Turning communication mastery into a superpower. Great communication isn't just about sounding good, it's about influencing, inspiring, and connecting with others. By mastering the art of communication, you will build stronger relationships, persuade and lead more effectively, stand out in any social or professional setting. Final challenge, the 30-day Communication Mastery Plan. For the next 30 days, commit to improving one aspect of your communication each day. Week 1, focus on body language and presence. Week 2, work on voice tone, pace, and clarity. Week 3, practice storytelling and persuasion techniques. Week 4, get feedback, analyze, and refine your skills. By the end of the month, you'll notice a dramatic transformation in the way people respond to you. Now, go out and own every conversation.